And Hi, I'm Zoe and welcome back to my booktube channel, BookTubes. So today I'm very excited to be bringing this video to you. So I am going to be pairing Taylor Swift songs with TLC characters. If you don't know what TLC is, you're probably new to my channel, but TLC stands for the Lunar Chronicles, which happens to be my favorite book series. They are by Marissa Meyer. They are a sci-fi dystopia fantasy retelling twist of classic fairy tales such as Cinderella, Rapunzel, Red Riding Hood, and Snow White, and they are just amazing, and it's futuristic, and it's on like sci-fi planets, and Cinderella's a cyborg, and you're gonna think, oh, that's so cringy, it's gonna be so bad. They are so amazing, and I would like to say they're very popular, but I feel like they don't get hyped enough. I was just listening to some Taylor Swift songs, I'm like, this sounds like this person, and this sounds like this person. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make a video dedicated to this. So I'm just really excited to be able to share some Taylor Swift songs with you guys. If you're new to Taylor Swift music, you might like these songs. But if you've not read the Lunar Chronicles and you are a Taylor Swift fan and you know these songs, it'll help you get a good idea of the characters, so you might want to read them. I totally recommend it. Without further ado, let's just get into it. The first song is The Man by Taylor Swift, and basically when I heard this, I was like, this is Scarlet Benoit to the max. In the pre-chorus it goes, I'd be a fearless leader, I'd be an alpha type. If you've read the Lunar Chronicles, you would know that Scarlet and Wolf are like a pair. Wolf being part Wolf, like eventually in the series calls Scarlet his alpha. I just thought like that could really connect because he says, I'd be an alpha type, and the first sentence is, I'd be a fearless leader, which she definitely could be, and she's definitely fearless. And the alpha type just kind of had me sold. I just feel like that song kind of really worked, like, and I'm so sick of running as fast as I can, wondering if I'd get there quicker if I was a man, and I was just like, this is just Scarlet. The next one is for Wolf, and I picked Out of the Woods by Taylor Swift. I believe this is from her 1989 album. The chorus is just, are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Basically talking about like a past relationship, looking for each other, which is kind of like Scarlet and Wolf. I believe it's the bridge, is remember when you hit the brakes too soon, 20 stitches in the hospital room. But I do know 20 stitches in the hospital room is definitely Wolf, because there is a train scene in Scarlet where they're on a train. Surprise. And Scarlet is questioning like about where he got all his scars and like all over his face and his arms, and she's talking about what was this one. He just like starts sharing all these stories about all his like scars and bruises and that kind of things. 20 stitches in the hospital room, and it just kind of fit. Next one is Cress, our sweet Crescent Moon Darnell. We love her. For her, I gave her the song 15 by Taylor Swift, which is from her Fearless album. In the books, I believe Cress is 16. But basically, I just felt like this song really captured her. This like teenager who thinks she's in love, but she like has no social skills, and she doesn't know what love is really because she's been stuck in a satellite her whole life. So pretend this song is called 16, or just pretend Cress is 15. It's only a year apart. I really felt it when she said try and stay out of everybody's way, because she's just like trying to avoid people and just like getting in uncomfortable situations, like talking to people. And then in the next verse it goes, hoping one of those senior boys will wink at you and say, you know, I haven't seen you around before. And Carswell Thorne is not a senior, but she would hope that. She would hate the awkwardness, she would want to avoid people, but she would like totally want a senior boy to wink at her and say, you know, I haven't seen you around before. But I feel like that's totally Carswell Thorne there. Like he'd just be like winking. He's very flirtatious, and I just feel like Cress would want that because she does believe she's in love with Thorne, and I feel like that could be like her daydream kind of Thorne. Then the chorus is, because when you're 15 and somebody tells you they love you, you're gonna believe them. She's 16 in the books, okay? She's not the one being told that she's loved by someone, but she would take that very seriously. I know she would. The next one is for Carswell Thorne, my husband. I picked I Think He Knows, which is in Taylor Swift's Lover album. Basically, it's about Taylor swinging. She's talking about how this guy knows that he can make every girl fall for him. I feel like that totally worked with Thorne because he's such a flirt and he feel like he can get any girl he wants. The chorus goes, he got my heart skipping down 16th Avenue, got that wanna see what's under that attitude, which Thorne has an attitude. And then it's like I want you, bless my soul, and I ain't gotta tell him I think he knows. And that's totally Thorne. Like, he knows. Like, the girls be falling for him. And he knows, and I just felt like that totally worked with him. The next one is Enchanted, which is in Taylor Swift's Speak Now album. I feel like this totally worked with Kai. The first verse is, there I was again tonight, forcing laughter, faking smiles, same old tired, lonely place. Walls of insincerity, shifting eyes in vacancy, vanished when I saw your face. All I can say is, I was enchanted to meet you. Guys, we all know this is Kaider to the max. There I was again tonight, forcing laughter, faking smiles. He's the emperor, and he's got this ball, and he is just like, so funny. He's got to put up this act, you know, to make sure everybody feels like he's their friend and he's their emperor, like he loves everyone in his country, place, wherever he rules. And I feel like that just kind of works. Like, he's just like trying to, like, not like pretending, because he loves his where he rules. New Beijing, that's it. He loves his people, but like I feel like he just like that same old act of like gonna put on the smile, all these girls falling for me, because he's like the heartthrob. And then when Cinder shows up to the ball, she's just total wackadoo, like what the heck's going on there? She's cyborg, like she's a mess, oil stains. And then shifting eyes in vacancy, vanished when I saw her face. Saw your face, sorry, but her technically, because Cinder. All I can say is I was enchanted to meet you. Guys, the whole book is Scarlet. He always thinks about Cinder and when she came to the ball and her losing her foot, and he just, it's totally enchanted. I feel like that's pretty much Kai. The next one, guys, I was like, how did I never realize this song is meant for Cinder? Speak Now, the one and only from her Speak Now album. It's all about interrupting her love's wedding with some other girl, and she knows that her love loves her too, and he doesn't really want to be getting married to her, but he kind of has to. And his like soon-to-be wife is a total snob, and he's like, I don't feel like this is what I'm meant to be doing. Am I wrong when I say this is Cinder, Kai, and Levana? I am not the kind of girl who should be rudely barging in on a white veil occasion, a wedding. But you are not the kind of boy who should be marrying the wrong girl. Cinder to Kai to Levana. And then it says, I lose myself in a daydream where I stand and say, don't say yes, run away now. I'll meet you when you're out of the church at the back door. Don't wait or say a single vow. You need to hear me out. And they said, speak now. Basically, Cinder's like, that's her plan, to just barge in and say, hey, don't say yes. Let's go. Let's run away. Let's escape. I want to go into the next chorus, but that's a big spoiler. But believe me when I say this song is perfect for Cinder. The next is for Levana herself. I mean, when you think Levana, you have to think Taylor Swift's Reputation album. And I was like, okay, let me go through her Baddie album, you know. And then I see I Did Something Bad, and I was like, yeah, that's it. The chorus is, they say I did something bad, why does it feel so good? They say I did something bad, but I'd do it over and over and over again if I could. Torturing people with her glamour, just torturing people, killing people, doing something bad, and she'd do it over and over and over again if she could, which she can. Okay, I never trust a narcissist, but they love me. They have to because of her glamour. She kind of makes them, and if you don't know, a glamour is like almost like a mind control. So she kind of like puts feelings of love to where they love her in their brains. And then it goes, so I play them like a violin and I make it look oh so easy, because she's very powerful with her glamour. So basically, I thought that could really work, because she's like, I can just use these people however I want. I can make them do whatever I want, say whatever I want, act however I want, and I make it look oh so easy. And that's totally Levana, because she's very powerful with her glamour. I can feel the flames on my skin, crimson red paint on my lips. The flames! The flames! If you've read Fairest, you would know. Fairest is Levana's backstory, so the flames. The crimson red paint on her lips, which is totally like her glamour, making her look so like stunning. It's Levana. So my camera died, so it's charging, so it has to go all the way over there, so I just zoomed it up. So sorry for this weird angle, but yeah, here we go, continuing. Next one is for Aiko, or it's actually pronounced Eiko, I believe. For Aiko, I picked 22 from Taylor Swift's album Red, and this is all about having a party, dressing up, going having a good time, feeling like you're some old, like 22-year-old having a good party. That's Aiko. So the first lyrics in the first verse is, "It feels like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters, make fun of our exes," and she doesn't have an ex, but it feels like a perfect night to dress up, feels like a perfect night, let's go do this. That's Aiko, okay? It's Aiko. And then it goes, "It seems like one of those nights, this place is too crowded, too many cool kids. It seems like one of those nights we ditched the whole scene and ended up dreaming instead of sleeping," where she would totally have a dream like that. The next one is for our one and only Winter, Princess Winter, and for this I picked Soon You'll Get Better from Taylor Swift's album Lover. Winter has glamour as well because she's lunar, and she does not want to use it because something bad happened in the past. When she did use it, she tried to prevent something bad from happening, but she couldn't stop it, so she decided to quit using her glamour completely, and that kind of drove her mad. The second verse is really what caught my attention, and it's, "I know delusion when I see it in the mirror." You know the Lunar Chronicles, you know the whole deal about mirrors and how if you're using glamour and you look it in the mirror, you will see what's underneath the glamour, just like me, you know, myself, not the glamour I'm putting on. But it was more about the I see delusion when I see it in the mirror, and I feel like that's kind of, she is very delusional, and she looks at the walls, it doesn't have to be mirrors, but windows, everything, and she sees like the castle walls bleeding, she sees like everything. It's very delusional all the time, and then it keeps going on to "Soon you'll get better, you'll have to. This won't go back to normal if it ever was. It's been years of hoping, and I keep saying it because I have to." And that's definitely talking about her glamour there and how she's like so afraid it will never go back to normal, but she prays and prays, like she's like, "I just need it to go back to normal. I hate these delusions," and Jacin's like, it'll go away eventually. And I feel like this song really kind of works for Winter. The last person is Jacin. And for that, I have "Oh My" from her first album, which is just called Taylor Swift. This one's all about childhood lovers. It's perfect. Jacin, it's perfect. It's also called Mary's Song, and then in parentheses, "Oh My." She said, "I was 7 and you were 9. I looked at you like the stars that shine in the sky, the pretty lights. And our daddies used to joke about the two of us growing up and falling in love." Our daddies used to joke about the two of us growing up and falling in love. I feel like that happened at first, but I could be wrong. But the thing is, Winter was like, loved her dad because her mom had died, and so she basically only had her dad, and Jacin basically only had his dad, and so I feel like the fact that it was like their daddies were joking about it, I was like, it was pretty cool because I could really relate. And she says, "Just two kids, you and I," and she was Jacin's basically the only friend Winter had at the time, and same goes for Jacin. Winter was the only friend Jacin had. They were best friends. They still are. I just feel like that childhood romance song just really works for them both. It was kind of hard to find one for Jacin specifically, but this was the closest one I could. The next one, I wanted to add in some ships. Cresswell, my OTP, my one true pairing favorite ship of all time. They are Rapunzel and Flynn Rider, who are also my favorite ship of all time. They're just amazing, and it's my husband, and I love Cress too. Theirs is the one and only love story from Taylor Swift's Fearless album. "Romeo saved me." This is from Cress's perspective. "Thorne saved me. I've been feeling so alone. She's been trapped in a satellite her whole life. I keep waiting for you, but you never come." Guys, she's always like in her satellite, she's always dreaming about Thorne coming and rescuing her, and this was just it. This was it. It's perfect. And then for Kaider, I had "You Belong With Me." It's basically talking about, from like Cinder's perspective almost, but it's Taylor's perspective, about this guy she likes that she kind of thinks he likes her too, you know? And he has another girlfriend who's just totally like snob, like the worst, and she's like, "No, oh my gosh, she's not the one for you. You belong with me." And by the end of the song, they end up together, and then he's like, "Oh my gosh, like, it's her." And that's just totally Kaider. That's totally Kaider, because Levana is that totally snobby girl again. And then for Wolflet, I have "I Knew You Were Trouble," because Oh my gosh, guys. I know you were trouble. That's it. That's it. It's I knew you were trouble when you walked in, so shame on me now. Flew me to places I've never been. Now I land on the cold hard ground. That's basically them in Scarlet, and it's basically Scarlet realizing, oh my gosh, I should not be loving him. He's a soldier. Like, this is just not right. I knew you were in trouble. It's perfect. And then for Jacinter, I have Today Was a Fairy Tale, which is just a single, I believe, of Taylor Swift. And Today Was a Fairy Tale. You were the prince. I used to be a damsel in distress. You took me by the hand. You said I looked a mess. Today was a fairy tale. That's totally them, because in Winter, the book, Jacin says, you know, you're pretty, you know, on a good day. It's totally them. That's them. The very last one is Thoe, the best ship of all time, Thorne and Zoe, me, and it is Gorgeous from Taylor Swift's A Reputation album. And it's, you're so gorgeous, I can't say anything to your face, because look at that face! You're so freaking gorgeous. He could be the ugliest person in the world and I still love him. Like, the thing I love the most about Thorne is his personality. But I just had to add that in there because, I mean, he is beautiful, gorgeous, you know, same thing. Thank you for watching. If you want more videos like this, please let me know. I can do specific artists. I can do different books with Taylor Swift songs. I can do different artists with songs. Please let me know if you liked this kind of video. I wanted to kind of change it up a bit instead of just a bunch of TBRs and wrap-ups. I don't think I'll be doing as much of those. I might have my friends pick out my TBRs occasionally, but I won't be probably doing any more wrap-ups. Tell me if you guys like this video, if you want to see more kind of like this. If you have any video recommendations down below, please let me know. If you have any songs that you think would work for these ships or these characters, please let me know. If you think I did well pairing them, also let me know. Have a great day and thank you for watching. Bye!